with the giveaways, and I brought up this American Lock 5200, and then really got this crazy kind of homemade bitting to it. So I plan on taking that apart tonight. Uh, I hit it up with WD-40 to loosen it up and stuff, but I'll get into that a little more when I actually get into the lock. As far as giveaway stuff, I already had somebody opt out for a clear lock, so they wanted the padlock. That was Rob. So that's allowed for, I guess there's still one more lock and one more core, whatever else available. So I have all Rob's original picks for rakes and hooks and tension tools and all that right here in the body bag. I just simply swapped out the lock and the core for the clear lock. So that's going to be going out to Rob. And then for Dave, let's see, for Dave here, I have him. This is just, he's never picked a lock before, so I picked for him the Bogota. Obviously a plug follower he's going to need for it. I gave him two different, well, I chose for him, not that I gave him, he won, but I chose for him two different hooks, one kind of standard and one kind of deep from the butcher's block. So that bottom one kind of has a little bit of a deeper cut, or yeah, deeper hook to it rather. So I should help him progress, and then I also gave him a handle, so that this way, he can put it on whichever hook he seems to like better. Here's the practice lock. Oh, hold on, yeah, it's okay. So I'm giving Dave, I'm gonna put it in the box here, Mr. Guys. I'm giving him the number 2. Like I said, he's never picked a lock before, and I waited for everybody to get in touch with me, and like I said, Rob was the first person to sub out for a clear lock. So instead of him getting the 3-pin, um, he asked if he can have the clear padlock. So still more, well, not still more, but the first of the clear locks went out. I have a couple other things I'm gonna add already to it, but yeah, I kind of waited to get a response back from everybody before I started sending things out, and I'm glad I did. I chose for him best I could, but yeah. Anyways, for the at a certain point here, in the last stream I had, Panda Frog and Mylock were nice enough to instruct me how I might be able to get this guy open. I was having a problem with him with the key retaining part, so hopefully I'll be able to do that in a little bit. But I'm just packing this up so this way I can ship it out. Like I said, he swapped out for a clear, the clear padlock, so the 3 is back in action. I'm gonna put that back in the box. And just to have another clear, or the other 2 I have, for the people, the Euro one, I have this one. I didn't plan on adding it, but I guess I will. It's a meant to be like a mortar cylinder one, but I mean it is so horribly made that I wasn't even planning on giving it away. I wouldn't recommend it for you, but again, if it's something that you wanted, you can go down, dumb it down for you. And then as far as going up, uh, after I take this apart tonight and figure it out, I like to turn this into a challenge lock. Of course, like I said before, I had the that 100 subscriber pack lock. But I also had, like I said, for you higher ups, things that were above my pay grade, like the Medico. I'm not going to be on Medicos for a hot minute there, man. I'm still figuring out spool pins and serrated. Yeah, Medico's way above. So that's something, for higher ups. I have where was I? I was sergeant around here somewhere. I have a couple things that when I show it all, like I said, I'm gonna condense it into hopefully a quick little 4-minute video and put it out there. I'm happy to see how many people entered already for like the grand giveaway for that question that I asked about the locks and would you rather be able to make any key or be able to pick any lock? Yeah, I can't say it right tonight, dude. It's not a. It's been a hot minute, but anyways, the responses or the questions I got for it were interesting. Hold on, so let me get the question right, just so I can relay the questions they asked. Okay, would you rather be able to, like, if you saw a rat yolk or something like that in the video, would you rather be able to pick that pick, right? And the second you get it, you have the knowledge to use it on the lock you want to use it on. But that means any lock that you can't use a key ever again in your life. So anytime you want to open a door, you have to pick it. But you have the knowledge to do so, and you could summon any pick that you know of. So, that's or the other, whatever superpower trade off. You have the ability to look at any key, keyway, and without looking at the key, obviously. I don't have the pliers like I had before. I have scissors. I don't have this. Pretend this is like a Leashy style cutter. So if you had your key, a universal key blank, and you look up, that's a whatever 4, 4, 6, 7 pin. All right, those are cuts. So you're able to cut any key, on the fly and decipher it all. But the flip side again, you could never pick a lock. That's the flip side. So now I've had people ask me questions, and I love this. This was great. If they went from the making of the keys, could they make a key and give it to like their wife, girlfriend, or friend? uh, I allow it. Yes, yeah, absolutely. So every time you came to that door, instead of you picking it or having to make, if you made that key that one time, you snipped it, and basically that person opened the door for you with the key. Like, yes, I'll allow it. The key doesn't just magically disappear. Hold on, that was one question. There's a couple good questions. Hold on, I'll take this up here for a second. For on my board, that's my please respond to there for locksforknocks at Gmail for if you have any questions or to enter the answer the question. I mean, other people answered it in comments. That's fine, dude. Like I said, I just want to make sure not everybody's into YouTube or makes videos or feels you know comfortable making things in public. You know what I mean? So if that's the case, that's my email address, Locks or Knocks. Feel free to hit me up. All right. So that was Rob. I've repacked these things so many times, but like I said, I kind of did that for them, so I didn't let them choose. Now they're choosing. All right, he needs the stickers and his chips, and my man is done. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. No. Like I said, I want to wax this damn thing again. Maybe with a little WD-40. That lock's been out in the wild, and I was thinking maybe as I did earlier, and man, you should see the gunk coming out of that. No wonder it was all crunchy. Part of me wonders if that was just the problem. I mean, who knows? Watch me gut it, and it turns out it was just regular old spool pins, and you know, just had rust or gunk or other crap up in there. Okay, that one's all made up. Now I gotta just make one today. Okay, oh wait. Forgot for this one for Dave, he needs the core. That's not the one like Rob's. Okay. Sorry about that back here. Okay. Here's the core. Yeah. Let's see. Dead round, bottom of keyway. And top of keyway. It's pin and tray. Ooh, I'm adding more and more things, and boy, this is getting tighter and tighter to fit in there. Oh, good morning from Germany. That would be Guten Tagen, yeah? If I'm not mistaken. It's I made sure I had security pins. I gave him a shim for that. So, I mean, literally, that's everything you could possibly, that I could think of. You know what I mean? So you got the extra pins, the extra keys, the extra cores. Like I said, he's never picked a lock, so I gave him the 2-pin and the KW1 Sparrows core. Alright, so that's Dave's little body bag. That's there from, let's see if I can catch it in the light. There's a little bare bones skull. Yeah, not really. Little. Anyways, so that's 2 body bags down. That's Dave's and Rob's. I kind of made the announcement for him. Hey, what's happening, Kicks? Yeah, I made it, made a kind of pick for everybody last week, but they reached out to me. Like I said, my one buddy right away opted out for the clear lock, so he got the clear padlock. But that's good. Like I said, that leaves another one in play, and then okay, yeah, no doubt. Enjoy your coffee, my friend. What I would like to do ultimately, hold on, let me put this body bag down so I can. I think I'm done with that. That's over. Okay. What I would like to do ultimately, here, I'll open this one for an example. I want to see, maybe I'll try it one day this week. But I want to see if I can, obviously not this attachment, but if I could drill this down, right, to the point, the chambers are exposed. I got the tap and dive, and then I got also real grub screws. So the point I'm making is, I'm really trying to make this again for everybody. I'm putting way a lot of thought into this, but if I could do that, then I could really make these also into challenge locks. I mean, of course, I could do little things with the core anyways, or, with a plug, but I mean, it'd be much better to do it with a Bible. So I'm thinking about trying that to see if I can shave that down. I just don't know how far down it's going to go into the, you know what I mean? I was thinking that was one thought, to have something making challenge locks, but it's also kind of geared towards beginners, so I don't know. Okay. But yeah, man, as far as I'm concerned, for that giveaway, that's pretty good. As far as I don't know what much more you can want, as far as from pinning masks to multiple keys to multiple pinnings and biddings to, let's see, where's my tray with my picks? Up over here. Okay. to, I mean, really, it's enough to get you to orange belt. So, I mean, that's I recognize this guy. I love this guy. I've been playing with him all week. I've been adjusting nicely. Let's see, where's my monkey's paw? These are probably my two most common used ones right now. Like I said, I really just like how the kicks have that longer finger on the tip. And you can see the monkey's paw, although it does have the notch, it's much smaller. So I've really been adjusting to that. I said at the same time, this one just has such a, whoa, that's not good. There we go. All right. Hold on, let me turn it this way. I'm trying to work around the camera here. All right. Come on. Yeah, you saw nothing. Nothing happened. But now what I dig about this one. Oh, hey, what's happening, Nicholas? Whatchamacallit? Kind of explain to everybody else here real quick. I had Big Rob and Dave, the two winners. Rob swapped out for the clear lock already, and then I forgot something else with Dave's. I swapped them out. They're good to go. So I'll get you your sticker and your token out to you this week. Kicks, no. All right. Listen, this is my deal with American locks right now. Okay, first of all, I don't know if you saw the title of this one, but I'm going to figure out what's wrong with this guy today. Let's see if you haven't. It's got first of all, it's real crunchy. I hit it up with WD-40 earlier today, and man, you should have seen the shit that came. This lock was in the wild, so don't think WD-40 is really hurting it all that much or anything. But just the way the key bitting is, it's funny. I mean, it could have just been homemade and with a file or something like that. Just the way it's flattened, but when you put it in the lock, it's real crunchy, like real. See, it's not even all the way. There you go. I mean, that's. I'm trying to get it out now, and that's. Let me pop it. There you go. I mean, it's really. So it's just. I mean, hey, maybe it needs a cleaning. Maybe it. But between the weird key and the fact that, from what I understand, this should be easier than the 1100. So I wanted to give it a stab. Oh, but the point I wanted to make with the 1100 kicks, because I'm a hand picker and my go-to that I use all the time is between the revolver and this guy right here in the sphere. Yeah, different ones go in there, but the point is, I'm always picking in my hands, and I really don't. I mean, I really should use my vice more. For my other, I call them Patreon. I don't have like a Patreon account or anything, but I put all their names underneath here, but I couldn't see it. Well, nobody could see it because it's blocked out. But that's who, like Dave and Rob were, people help me start my channel, behind the scenes, help me out with it financially, or like Dave does my opening and closing graphics, stuff like that. So I just held the private one, but like I said before, I like your guys' questions about my question for for the ones with the. Well, I'm gonna start putting things away, but for the Jimmy Longs and for the grand finale giveaway thing, um, would you rather be able to make any pick on site, like at a generic key blank, and you could just look at a lock, and boom, you can cut it, but then you can never pick a lock, or be able to summon any lock. I mean, any pick. Like, so if you wanted a rat yoke, boom, you got it. So where you wanted is Jimmy Long's. There you go. It's in your hand. Reach right through the screen. It's yours. And you also have the knowledge of how to use it on that lock. The flip side of that is you can never use the key again. You guys asked me on my email a couple cool questions or a couple answering the well, you answering it is half of it. I mean, well, you get it regardless, as far as the entry. But I would like to know your guys' whys. And you guys have all so far included that. And I don't want to reveal too much because I don't want too many duplicates. Even if you're like, because I want to, or because it's cool to me, or whatever, that's fine. Insert the key. Well, hold on, yeah, the problems I was having kicks is hold on, let me just clear this for a second. The problem I was having was it was real crunchy, and I mean it was real hard to tell. I mean, yeah, you could tell the binding pin, but yeah, a lot of false feedback, and I mean I might have to replace it. Like I said, it was out in the wild for a minute. I bought it off of eBay. That's the evil twin, just because that one saw. The guy had two of them, so put that in the giveaway bag. Oh yeah, kicks. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, I got Jeff on there, but that's for my tools. Yeah, teachers, tools, and thank yous. So for teachers, you got DMAC. For me, you got, of course, for it says covert instruments, but everybody knows that's lockpicking lawyer. John Locke, leading me to Lockpickers United, which is awesome. Uh, Locksport Viking, of course. 3 lockpicking for some gear. And then for tools, like I said, I love bare bones with the femur handles. Who doesn't love sparrows? There's my man Kick Picks and Jimmy Longs. And Lola Locks 8 all came up in there just this last week or so. So that's awesome to have some new additions to the board. Alright, well now let's start messing with this American lock. Let me rescue these chips to safety somewhere along with one kicks one's on the board. I don't want to ruin the other one. Alright, you working on a new sticker? I'll be sure to send a couple my way when you figure it out. Okay. Yeah, my buddy, I tried to convince him. He's my friend when he's said he wanted. I have it right here. The clear one that he wanted to trade out. I was like, well, if you're gonna trade out, nice this. I was like, if you're gonna trade out, at least to me, this would be the smarter of it. If you're gonna go clear, go with the Euro style. If for no other reason, you technically have the 2 locks. You know what I mean? It has the 2 keys. They're different. You know what I mean? Even if that's what he really, I understand though, like the lore of a padlock. Like if you've never picked a lock in your life, you know what I mean? I get it. Okay. Enough small talk. Let's get to business. Let me break out my pen and pad. Hold on. I'm not gonna put my towards in Ooh. Yeah, I was looking at Lock Noob's new tension tool for with the tubular. Wait, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's tubular. I was like, man, I don't have any of those, and I forgot for the Vorax kit that in the combs that it actually comes with a little tubular tension. I forgot all about that. So I don't have a tubular lock, but I'm just saying, you want to, who doesn't want to be thorough in their things? But it looks cool, and I think Multi-Pick is who we collaborated with that one. But I need a pin. So I had everything all spread out for the giveaway. from the reload kit. Oh. Alright, never mind. It was my reload kit. That's right. I gave... when I had to... when I was making up packages for everybody's giveaways, I went into my own reload kit, made sure everybody got a few of like a row of chest pins, a row of all different security pins, as well as one back pin to make sure it stays in the back with the spring. I actually prefer this one. Whoa, hold on, the pin just fell out of the box. What's that about? I wonder if I knock that off. That's not standard, that's for sure. Hold on. I need 6 more people. 6 more people to make my giveaway. Oh, dude, yeah, dude. Let me know when that's going on. I'll definitely join that. Ooh, yeah, that's one of D-Max picks, dude. This is a rattlesnake pin. I definitely do not want to lose this guy. I must have knocked him over here. Man, has everybody seen the piston pins that D-Mac made recently, a couple weeks ago? Man, I barely comprehend. I mean, I watch he shows you in the video how he makes them, but at the same time, I can barely comprehend how he does it. Okay. I'm gonna grab a paper towel or something over here just in case WD-40 comes leaking out or some shit. Okay. Let's see. Like I said, when I had a problem with this because I watched Bosley and Bills. I watched Lockpick and Lawyers. I watched anybody and everybody that had the 5200 on there, right? And because they pick it when it's open, once they get the bolt out, they remove the metal, it comes right apart. Because this is key retaining. Every time, obviously I could get the bolt out, but for the life of me, I couldn't get the lockout. And I really wanted to see what's up with this gnarly key. So when I brought that to light, first I believe it was my lock and then Panda Frog were both like, after I removed the thing, closed the latch, and I should make it pop open. Same thing at the balls chain, okay. But at the same time, I mean, this could just be a homemade key. You know what I mean? That's all that there is to it. Could be nothing mysterious, just dirt in the lock and homemade key. Yeah, dude. All right. But at the same time, no, not I trust. I'm not saying it. For what do you make, like 1,800 videos or something like that, dude? Like, wow, that's a lot. Like, I mean, think about all the knowledge that there is about locks, even with reviews, even big false. Even with all of that, man, that's a lot of videos, man. 1,800. Whew. All right. Let's see. Let's get this thing going. Okay. Okay. Short, man. Here we go. Okay, the bottom thing just fell out. There's the bolt. I don't think I need that for a minute. Okay, now this is where I was getting stuck, man. This is what was pissing me off. In the video, again, because it's picked and there's no key here, this metal piece was able to. Okay, let me grab it. Pick that's not prized like a kicks one. All right, here we go. Crappy low end Peterson, the little $4 Petersons. Okay, if you see how much that's falling out without the key, ideally it should be able to come out. So that's where I was at a loss. And now, apparently, if I should just close this, hopefully. See, this key's fucking weird, man. I'll take it behind camera for a second just to see if I can grip it and get it right. Alright, now hold on. If I open it, it does open. But if I close it, it's key retained. It will not. I'm pressing that shackle in. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that hard at all when it's. Wow. I said there's the shackle. Okay. I don't understand that. So, like that, it works. Like that, it will not come out of the lock. I don't know, man. I told you something's weird with this fucking thing. I don't get it. I don't know. It could be possibly holding it in. Wow, I'm real fucking curious what is in here, too. Maybe relax the shackle a little bit. Okay, okay. Oh, almost that should pull out. Try locking it with the key before closing the lock itself. Okay, hold on. I think I know what you mean. Okay. Oh, wow, it won't even turn, dude. I think I know what you meant. Turn it and then try popping the latch. Yeah, dude, it won't. It will not rotate. The core of the lock itself, if you could see it out on the inside right there, actually moves. This is so fun. The only thing that's holding it in right now is this stupid little tiny retaining metal right there. That's the only piece that's holding it in. Like, I almost wish I could pry. I mean, I'm not going to break a pick trying to pry it out, but I mean, that's the only thing. And I really thought for sure Panda and Mylock had it figured out with the whole. I've been trying to do this forever. I thought it was just, for some reason, that little. Hold on, I have a flashlight here. Let me see if that'll. Yeah, no, not really. But that lip right there, it's just, I can't get it untucked, man. Wow, dude, that's a fucking downer. I was gonna take this thing out, and I had this set for threading from the pack lock when I made the Johns, so that they both had the same 2 millimeter pins, I believe. So shit, man. Oh yeah, dude, I got whole rows of plug followers, man. And I was thinking it's not even about like shimming. I mean, like I said, I can open the shackle. That's not the problem. I just don't know how to literally make it all. Once they said close the shackle, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, that should read to the key. The lock is closed. I can go away now. But yeah, it will not fucking let go, dude. Yeah. Man, it's gonna make me even more happy to give this thing away in the giveaway. Oh, I got it. That's what matters, right? Wow. Holy shit. Whew. All right. Holy shit. I don't know if that's gonna go back together. I kind of bent it, but it's worth it. Shit. I'll take one of from the either pack locks or I have a couple other American locks if that's. You want this thing, Pix? Like I said, what I plan for doing with these hold on, yeah, let's just see. I'm curious. Let's see. The key should still work. Yeah, okay. So it was just the wiggling of that plate that wasn't allowing it to bite good. But yeah, the idea is I said the training locks I can only really kind of like I said trick out the plug so much. I mean, or basically just the plug. The Bible, I can't get in from the bottom, and like I said, unless I'm gonna try to shave the top on one of them to see how it works. But oh yeah, oh I'm gonna take this whole thing apart in front of you. I hit it with I let it soak for a while. Like I said, it's been out in a while, dude. It's just hold on. Let me check my kickstart here for a second. Yeah, I had two of them, but you could see this was out in the wild. I mean, it has a little bit of, well, a lot of wear and tear, but almost kind of not quite rust, but just a lot of oxidation and a lot of scratches up in the shackle. So it held something together. Kept something safe for a while, right? Did its job. That's what's important. Hopefully. And this fucking. I'm just real curious. I mean, someone could have just done this at home with a file. You know what I mean? And just redid the bidding, or I mean, these are supposedly once used by the U.S. military. Uh, oh, hold on. I wanted to see. Sorry. The thing that's holding the camera is not very sturdy at all. So every time something happens, it shakes like hell. But oh, here it is. The guy from eBay, Pappy Stroll, that I got a few locks from. He gave me a. I want to use acetone. Okay. All right. So when he threw this in there, just if anybody's curious, just to look at what he has on eBay, dude. I'm not getting kickbacks or anything from this dude. He was nice enough to hook me up with my first mortars, like uh, right before I got into it. Like Sparrows didn't have the interchangeable cores, so like I got like a drilled out Yale and a regular Yale. You know what I mean? I had got like what I mean. It's like I progressively pinned them myself, but and I did that with a few things. Anyways, if you just want to see the stock that he has a few lots on there. Okay, enough free promotion. Back to the program. Okay, hold on. The whole reason I brought this up again, he was nice enough to throw in So I'm wondering when this was made as far as TEJ. All right, so July. No, it's sunny there today. Nice. It was sunny here earlier today. It's 4:30 in the morning now, but yesterday was nice. All right, hold on. So we got T. So we got July E. July '05. So okay, July 2005. This lock was made. I put that back there with a devious decoder, just American lock decoder, I guess. Okay. I mean, I don't know what military applications, if any at all, that would have had, but nevertheless, it was used. And I rarely get to use this thing too much, only because most of what I deal with are either, mortar cylinders like that with the screws in the back or the, sledge like that. 9:30. Okay, yeah, dude, you're going good. You're going good into your morning. See, all right, that's another question I have. See, I don't know things like the boundaries for YouTube. Like even for right now, if I wanted to put on like Bob Marley and the song Three Little Birds, like wake up this morning, da, 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 smile with the rising sun. Like, could I even play that in the background while I'm putting it, like taking this apart? Or it's like, nope, strike copyrights. Like, I don't want to screw myself over stuff like that. And then just a little short that I wanted to do for my giveaway, just to draw in people that you know don't know anything about lockpicking, to create a short. And I told you I call these little things body bags. So let me grab one in my hand just for an example. There's Dave's. So it's like there's a public use of a 85-year-old guy singing the "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor." So what I wanted to do is like every time he's like "Let the bodies hit the floor," boom, I throw one of the body bags down. You know what I mean? I throw them like proportionately, and then on the fourth one, I would back it out, and you'd see all the things that are in it. To me, that would be a cool thing, and it's literally like, you know what I mean, 30 seconds or something like that. But again, I wouldn't want a copyright strike on that, so I don't know the rules as far as you know what I mean, especially music. I mean, an 85-year-old man singing it, I don't think he's gonna be pressing charges. And nevertheless, man, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this key, dude. This thing's fucking crazy. Okay, so I'm turning that sideways. Get the WD-40 out of here for a minute. Okay. You can, but you have to agree that you don't own the rights and have all the whatever you did. I got you. I think the idea is cool. You know what I mean? I call the things body bags. The things I'm giving away, or the pics are bare bones. Uh, the handles are coffin handles, so like everything's kind of like bodies or bones or like some type of not so nice related. You know what I'm saying? Might need to put my glasses on for this one. This thing does not want to get. Wow, hold on, this is like fucking frozen. Alright, that's why. I got it. Good. Good, good, good. Even if it falls out that way, I don't care as long as it'll. I gotta pop this clip all the way off. Push comes to shove, I'm just gonna use that damn screwdriver, but I hate doing that because I don't want to get gouged. Okay, I don't want to. Hold on, that way's up. Oh, come on, man. There we go. You're not very good, finally, right? Okay. I get some unplugged following. Oh, are you shitting me? Well, that was not gonna work for me anyway. Okay. Definitely shimming this damn thing. Now, see, I guess this is, again, what I said before, this giveaway thing, and I bought these shims to give out with it. I was just using cut up Sprite cans. I mean, not like it was all world changing, but I mean, it is a little more secure, that's for sure. I'm curious to see what's in here, even as key pin wise. Like I say, it could just be the guy filed the key, with a file. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people did John Locke's reverse picking videos. Well, not did. Uh, there was one before John's, and then beer cans. I'm saying three things. That was awesome, dude. That was a good week for, and talk about different techniques. I mean, the first. I mean, what? The first. I really wish he did a little more of a jiggling of the keys and sliding it in. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't as good as John and beer can. Alright, that should be good. You mean like the alarm tags of DVDs? Like if you tried to run out, the thing, the beep beep beep, like those tags? Alright, straighten that out. Okay. Wow. Okay. What's funny, one of my favorite movies is True Romance. And a comedian last summer, there wasn't, really anything still open yet due to COVID. So Michael Rappaport, the comedian, he has a very small role in that movie, and he auditions for a role in Hollywood. He gets the part. Spoiler alerts, and then he gets killed. And his character's name. Oh, yeah, there's something. Why still? There's no pressure on the keys. Oh yeah, these are. Hold on. These are not standard. Let's cut them open and the goods are inside. Yeah, this is not normal. Yeah, dude, this is for something I bought on eBay. I'll show you in a second. That looks like it's definitely a spool, but it looks more like a little serrated torpedo at the end. Hold on, let me just put them out proper so this way I can show you better. Oh yeah, dude, those little shims are so worth it only because I had my first real gutting disaster. And yeah, after that happens, and you gotta wait like a week to send something to lock to somebody. And it's wow, every single one of these have like a little serration on the top of the. I don't. No way do a normal American locks have this on the key pins. No way. Like I said, I bought both of these. I could show you the thing on my app from eBay. I had a feeling that guy was fucking with me. I'm sorry. Just because, one, the way we negotiated on there. Two, the cut of the key. Like I said, it definitely was weird. Definitely looks homemade. Now, hold on. Bring the pins up to you. Okay, so that's not obviously standard American lock key pins. So every single one of them have serrated on the tops. You know, they're standard on the bottoms. But then have a good. Oh, let me take a closer look myself. You know, tell you honestly, it almost looks like um the serrated pins that you would get with the typical sparrows, like with a revolver. And it almost looks like they sharpened the bottom of them. Like they almost look like factory cut, like two little stripes. Like they're almost a little too perfect. And they're sliding down, but I don't want to drop them either. I mean, I don't know if you see what I mean, but each one has like they're the exact millimeter apart for each stripe. I mean, normally with homemade ones, there's a little, you can tell they're homemade. That's all. They're not quite so uniform. Okay, that's the key pins. So that explains why, like I said, I explained to the guy, and maybe this is why he did this. People are cruel or funny, depending on. Uh, he was on eBay, and I said, I just started picking. At the time, I was only a white belt. Yeah, so I just got my first one. I'm working on the master lock. I don't have my little trajectory. I'd like this to be my blue belt. So whatever, once you kind of get raking quick, it's easy to get the orange belt. You know what I mean? Rake a Bogota or do something like that, like I did orange belt. So this was going to be my next step. I explained all that to him. And then, like I said, this thing shows up weird key, crunchy, and every single key pin has some type of uniform serration on it. I know that's not standard for American locks at all. But enough chit chat. Let's see what's up in the Bible, right? Glad I didn't need these napkins and things didn't fly all over the place. Let's see. Let's start from this side. Hmm. I thought American locks, like pack locks, had that same telltale which side was the front by that little indent. Apparently, it's just pack lock, I guess. I didn't pull this shit out. Okay, let's start this side. Let's see. All right. I really would love to get like that for you. But at the same time, if I miss and that thing shoots across the room, I do not have replacement uh, American, because they're at 2 millimeter. I got tons and tons of 3 millimeters from all the sledge and sparrows and nails and whatnot. 3 millimeters, not so much. Okay, that's a spool pin. It's like regular standard factory spool pin. Chamber 2, serrated. Chamber 3, spool. Yeah, let me do it right. Be the last one. Serrated. And number 5 in the middle spool. Wow. Alright. That is definitely not a standard American lock. And that explains why that was way above my pay grade. I thought I was going to be able to pick that. I'm going to show you the lock, or the pins in 1 second. Stretching my neck. Yeah, there's no way. And I mean, I hope, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But, that's the pins that I don't believe. There's no way that that's, stock American lock things right there. I mean, if I was just the top parts, meaning like the spools and the serrated, I'd say, okay, you know what I mean? I understand they have spools and they have serrated. But the key pins, I do not know American lock to serrate the top of their key pins like that. Like I said, you could see they're a uniform. Yeah, nothing really about it seems homemade, other than the key. Hold on, let's see if, yeah, they are about the same size. See, that's, I like this style pinning pad, which is actually flooring. Because see how you can get the pins, like in this case, right on top of each other and really do a comparison? You can't quite do that with the, you know what I mean? I understand that they're separated to make it easy to pick up, but if I wanted to measure key pins, it makes it a little hard. But it seems like the only one that's really on the short end is number 2 right there. On the rest seem about the same. I don't know exactly what serrated ones from American locks look like. I mean, pack locks I believe are a little different, but I mean, yeah, that's standard spools, I believe. Looking through the camera is actually a much better, obviously, zoom than my eyes. But when I zoom like that, it actually looks like uh, the tips of the spools have little serrations on them. Hold on, let me get my pick so I can point with it. Sorry for shaking the camera here. But if you look, it looks like right there, there's a little stripe. Hold on, let me. Oh, come on, focus. It's going good there for a minute. Alright. Anyways, so that is definitely not stock American lock, that is for sure. Wow. Alright. So I was definitely not getting my blue belt with that damn thing. And now I understand. Between all the dirt that came out of it, uh, let's see, if I go in the other room and grab a drink, I'll actually pull the WD-40 rag out of the garbage. I mean, it had gunk all up in it. And then second, to have it rigged like that, I mean, maybe the guy, I mean, if this actually is an army lock, I don't know, you know what I mean, how much legitimacy there is. Put the key pin in the core and see how much you got. Hold on. Good idea. Let's see how much there is. How much we got here. Not a bad question. Good. Yeah, those serration make it even hard to go in. Wow. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I didn't show off the core mods, or I didn't even look. I'm sorry. I didn't even look for core mods. These things could be threaded. I didn't even look. Okay. No, that one doesn't feel like any undercut or serrations. Nope. 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 Hmm. Alright. Oh, that one got a little. Got a little something to it. Hmm. Alright, now let's see what we got going on down here. Oh yeah, every chamber's serrated. There. Let's see, hold on. I want to try to really figure this out here. I don't know if there's going to be a way with my angle of the phone like that. Nope. No, no one's half the bow. Alright, hold on. I'm going to take the springs out of. So what do you think? You think you make this thing into a challenge lock for one of the giveaways? I don't like this thing, man. I hate this fucking thing. Okay. Let's see now if we got. Yeah, okay, that's got serrations in it. Alright, so I guess it's mostly about the key pins. Well, no, I guess if you got the key pins in the top, it would be overset. But at the same time, if the spool pins were in the bottom or the other two serrateds were in the bottom, yeah, you'd have a harder time pushing them up. Okay. But yeah, funny, the guy that sold them to me said he didn't know a thing about Locksport or thing. Well, who knows? Maybe, like I said, maybe this was actually a military thing. Maybe he had a buddy that was like, a locksmith or whatever, and he was like, hey, dude, if that's actually guarding like anything, like your foot locked or even like something that's yours that you don't want people getting into, let me see that for a minute. And just put a couple, yeah, much better pins in there. And let's see, if I'm going to trick it out, I'm going to have to put it in the vise. Let me see. All right, let me take all of this. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Let me take all the springs out. Another challenge lock to give away. Yeah, I'm so glad I bought these tweezers, honestly. Not the pinning tweezers. These I got off eBay for like literally $2 or like $2.99 or something. I had to wait like 2 weeks for them to get shipped by China. But uh I mean, Bosnia Bill normally has links to everything. And I guess because you could just find these in your local pharmacy or something for girls to pluck their eyebrows, whatever, even though they're not quite as hooked. Maybe, you didn't bother to drop a link anywhere, but finding them on eBay, these things really get in there and get the damn springs out for you. Can't see what chamber it's in. Should be this one. Where's the heck? There you go. When in doubt, bring it out, right? Brute force and ignorance. Okay. I'm done with this guy for a minute. I was looking at pinning trays and mats and whatnot, and as much as I'd like the sparrows, I just don't really have room for it right now. And like this little refurbished chessboard really just kind of works perfect for me. For now. I mean, like I said, it's a little cramped, but I dig it. I just don't. Like I said, even if I had one or I wanted to participate in, I think it was, uh, what is it? CLK, the lock boss, right? KLC or CLK? Yeah, CLK. And he had the thing, for feedback for designing one, helping him design a pinning mat. I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay. Now let me think. What the hell do I want to do with this thing? First off, let me make sure that this is the right size thread. Uh, let's see, that's a little big. I might have the 3mm in there. Hold on. Yeah, I do. See, I don't know. When I used it on the pack lock, which I'd love to show you the core of this. This was the original 4 John. So it has all the traps in it that would get caught uh, for these ball bearings. And ultimately, I couldn't um, give this one to John because for a minute there, I didn't have the key pin kept spinning. So obviously, you can't send somebody a challenge lock that doesn't open with a key. So I had to change the biddings, but at the same time, keep the cores. You know what I mean? Just swap out the keys, but that's like half a challenge lock built there. But I really want to show you how I messed it up was uh, paying attention to Bosnian bills how to do it video. He was doing it on a mortise cylinder, and mortise cylinders turn clockwise and counterclockwise. Pack locks do not. They are only clockwise. So because I was doing the trap requires like a file or a Dremel or whatever, and yeah, half the trap was futile. Right. Anyways, that one required a 3 millimeter. Yeah, when I had no idea. Okay, like I said, I want to make a video probably before I give this red one out with how not to make a challenge lock, because that one I made for John was really my first one, and I tried some hacks that other YouTubers recommend, and one of them it said they had I guess a soft brass lock, and they used a steel grub screw to thread a chamber in the in the uh, in the plug, and I tried to do the same thing, except I did it on a steel lock. So steel on steel, duh. Obviously shouldn't have worked. I should have known that. But nevertheless, the whole idea looking back, you know, wait a couple weeks and go to Home Depot and buy the proper tools. This way you don't bang up your knuckles, you don't mess up the lock. On top of that, you can pick up the proper files that are there for the key impressioning. Ouchies are course sparrows, but worse when it comes to. I'm not familiar with that, Kicks. The Houshi? I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not pronouncing it right. But yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. Okay. Now that's ready on standby. Yeah, I agree. Let's check out these key pins, man. Let's see what the hell's wrong with them. Or why is the key so jaggedly cut? Make sure it's. I mean, hold on, maybe I had it backwards. Let's see. I think, yeah, that's the way I had it. Okay. Yeah, as soon as I start to pull even just putting that one pin in, it is so hard to pull that. I mean, so much to pin, like, I have to force that, even on that. That's only one pin. But as you could see, the way that key is, sorry, that literally hooks right behind that first pin. So, I mean, that could be part of I don't want to say trap. That's not a trap, but I mean, even right there with just that little, I want the pin to shoot across the room, but you get the point. And right there, you see the serration on it. So, like I said, I do not believe that comes standard for Master Lock. But again, I don't know if they do something special for the military ones, or if the guy really was in the military, maybe he had a locksmith buddy that you know want to make sure he's gonna be safer. All right. Yeah, that's one thing about the serrate. It makes a pain in the ass to pull them back out. Come on. Hmm. second time. That one goes deep. Maybe I've had it. And backwards. Oh man, it's lodged behind that one pin. Yeah, I guess it is a good thing he said. Try this out first. Key pins. Wow, the serrated really makes it so it does not want to go down there. I really do not like working with these small diameter pins. I like working with the 3 diameters so much better. Okay. Yeah, they all look flush. I mean, if this was really, I was really a stickler about it. This 6-chamber at the end actually looks a little high. Let me see what I mean. This guy right here. I don't want to drop this on the floor, but right there, as I turn it like that, you could see that's a little high. That could also be at the bottom of that key pushing it, maybe. Okay. So I take this apart, and then I'm gonna do some mods to the core. I'll do some mods to the Bible. I mean, this already kind of has good enough pins to get caught up there. So that's like even another thing. If I put music on, and I'm not blaring music or whatever, but so I had music on in the background while I was picking for a half an hour. We're creating this challenge lock. Like, is that something I can get flagged for? I am not trying to prosper or make money off anybody, but at the same time, as an artist, I understand. I wouldn't want anybody to feel they could do whatever they want with. That's the trickier part of the copyright. Okay, so that will work. There's a key, just like that. Okay, usually when I really didn't plan on turning this into a challenge lock yet. Because I thought there was going to be something weird going on here. So, normally just to keep me on track, let's see, where's my pen? I normally draw out what I intend to do. So, considered all the key pins are serrated. Okay, I'm just looking for something to write or draw on more specifically. So all the key pins are serrated, and only 2 of the top are spools. I mean, basically the choices are kind of serrate everything, or I mean not serrate everything, but serrate everything with a serrated thing, and then counter mill everything with a spool pin. But I try to. Sorry, I'm gonna try to. Give me 1 second to draw this. I never claimed to be an artist. Okay. Okay. So if that's the plug that I have there, sitting right there. And like I said, every single one of those key pins has a serration on the top. And you see chambers 1, 3, and 4 have spools, and 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 and 5. Hold on, sorry. Erase one of these guys. You don't count, guy. Alright, so 1, 2, 3 spools, 2 serrated. Okay, so my idea, let's see, probably, let's do counter milling on 1. So I'm going to fill that up. Being drilled out. Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize it's not on camera. That's great. That's going to be serrated. Yeah, let's go do a little swirl for serrated. It's going to be, you know, I'm going to leave the middle one maybe just standard so that it has one stable one. This is going to be serrated. This is going to be counter mill. Yeah, alright. I'm going to start in that middle one. I think I'm just going to leave alone. And then in the Bible, obviously, I guess if that's what the bottom's going to be, I'm going to have to do something corresponding with the top. You know, counter mill, serrate, serrate. And because that key pin here has serration on it, I'm going to serrate the Bible. Just, hold on. I'll do the little... There's on the top, more counter milling. Bible. And another serration, counter milling, serration. Okay, sounds like a plan. That's how it's like to have a guidelines this way. I know what I'm doing from chamber to chamber. Just give me 1 second. I'll have to grab another kickstart. Okay. too. Little drunk toolkit. Let's see, to get in there. Here's all the things I had out from when I made John Locke's challenge locks. So here's all the metal tips. Let's see. One's for engraving, one's for counter. There we go. That's the counter miller. Okay. Put those up there for now. And put the screwdrivers away. We're not going to assemble that again for a minute. I had a couple nice magnifiers. It's technically a jeweler's magnifier. And normally what I would do, I'm going to take this off so I can show you, is I would hold the chambers underneath. So when you want to talk about getting, you know what I mean, close, like you can literally see, you know what I mean, any type of undercuts or any type of serrated anything. So this is normally how I would do it. And then even on top of that, before I'm even satisfied with, okay, that's good or that's done, I have, let's see, where this is like an old magnifying glass. So from early 1900s, it's actually all silver handle. So it's that thing's actually really good. But because this thing's so old and so I don't sit there and I'm grinding I can't grinding metal. I can't risk the optics of a 100-year-old magnifying glass. You know what I mean? That's kind of for final inspections. I'm just clearing off the area over here to where we're not gonna have to lock it into the device to do the serrated chambers. It's all ready to go. Okay, that's the giveaway bag. Okay, that's Rob's body bag. That's the acrylic. My tool trigger. There it is. Put these over here for now. Alright, we're getting there. Sorry for the whole. Wasn't planning on doing all this. I was planning on taking apart the lock and seeing what nightmare might have been inside of there. And it wasn't all that bad at all. So I still want nothing to do with it. So soup it up and send it off as a challenge lock to whoever decides they want it, if they're lucky enough to win it. Okay, what I just do with my paper as far as the diagram now? There it is. Oh. Ah, boy. Fast things can go wrong. Alright. I know what I'm doing. Good morning. Breakfast champions. Okay. Let's do the undercutting first. Or the counter milling, really. No. There's one in particular. There it is. I already pulled it out. So there's one in particular I like. Either one of the ball ones are good, but one has a lot more of an aggressive drill bit tip for drilling. I guess the other one might be for engraving. Not sure. Okay, normally, where the hell is my safety glass? It's under back here somewhere. Normally, yep, right here. This is where I'd show you wear your safety glasses. Alright, it's not my fault if you get metal shards in your eye or splinters. Trust me, they will hurt horribly. I'm not wearing them because I'm wearing eyeglasses. So, loopholes, man. Alright. So the first one thing that we're going to do, right, yeah, okay, first thing I'm going to do counter milling. I'm not going to mess with the Bible first. I'm just going to do the core. 1, 3, and 4. Let's see if there's any tricks I could pull in here. As far as I don't think these dog tags will fit. See, Johnny used brute force and busted it open on the one that I made. Even he said, I understand he just thought it wasn't open and gave it that pop. And when you have that little tiny piece of metal hanging on to, hold on, just focusing on the words. When you only have that little tiny piece of metal between the balls, getting pinched between the cylinder and the bottom, yeah, that's gonna snap. That's why I try to load 2 of them like that. Now, where I got the idea from, and to me these are practice challenge locks. I have the idea for my first real challenge lock in a mortar, and it's going to be called pressure lock. It's going to be, I guess it'd be a third iteration of if Bosley and Bill got the first choices one, where it was like easy or hard, and then D-Mac did an awesome variation of it. It was different. It wasn't the same thing, easy as hard, but same thing. And then for mine, I think I'm just going to call it pressure lock, and then I'm going to have it some and then none. But I got a good idea on that one. And it incorporates DMAC and Dark Arts, 2 of their things that they sent into Bosley and Bill. Okay, I'm about to give you a little bit of fair warning for noise here. This particularly isn't allowed fucking drill, no. But at the same time, it is a drill. So, all right. So that's not horrible. I don't think so. That little bit should actually be good. Let's check it out. Yeah, look at that. That's a nice grip on there. Hold on. Okay, no counter milling. Yeah, it might go a little deeper in a minute. Let's try this side. Yeah, hold on. See, I'm starting to do it again. That's what okay. I guess if I'm going to make a real challenge lock out of a American lock like this, it's gonna have to just be in like kick format or something. Because at least in this format, it can turn clockwise, counterclockwise, or once you put it in the lock, it can't. Because that's the ideas that I have as far as traps. Well, not traps. I mean, like traps brick the lock. I'm not trying to brick any locks. Like the idea is, it doesn't work, you reset it, try again. You know, that's all. But I don't know. I have a few ideas, and I'd like to execute them. And that's going to be. Yeah, that was not mine. Okay. Whew. I'm looking for. I have another thing of ball bearings, like the one from or dog tag things, like legless. You're out. All right, buddy. Have a good day, man. Let's see. I know I have him here. Here's a dog tag chain. Like I said, I didn't really expect to do this today. Here they are. Okay. Now, I ordered these when I was making John's lock. Like I said, D-Mac gave me a few of them as a sample. But the problem with them, I'll show you in a second, is even though, and I can hold my micrometer to it, they read as the same exact millimeter ball bearings, but for whatever reason, where's my these little chain of three, they just have slightly bigger balls. I know that sounds whatever, but the point being is to set the trap. Hold on, I want to get them close to. I know they look they're a hair bigger, a hair, but that hair is what keeps them trapped in that. I'm not saying these won't work, but obviously you'd have to apply heavier tension to spring the trap a little tighter. But I think it's like 2.8 millimeter or something like that. But I think I'm gonna try to put one in here because this lock is already crazy. Like I said, I bought this off of eBay. A guy who just says, you know, nothing was tampered with it, nothing's weird about it. But yet, again, when I show all the key pins, they're all serrated, so it's definitely either been made up for security or it's been, you know what I mean, like type of challenge lock. I have pliers, the wire cutters are not here. Let's use my filers for my key impression. That's I need to impression an American lock, and that was honestly what I was more ready to do with this one, just because I didn't think it was going to open right. So I thought I was going to have to impression another key. Oh, hold on. Here's my wire cutters. I got them. Yep. And it's wrapped around a wire that's not meant to be cut, man. Chill out. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay. So I'm going to snip, let's see, probably about 3 off of here. Okay. Now my point with the snipping of the 3 of them is I'm going to replace them for the spools. Okay. So chamber 1, hold on, let's see if I can zoom. You too, Legless. Right, hit me up later, brother. Alright, zooming too much. Wow, why is that so? There we go. No. I'm gonna buy a better camera stand. Oh, well, the zoom's not gonna work. But the point I was trying to make was, let's see. Okay. I'm gonna replace those spools with a set of these guys. So when I do counter milling on the top and bottom, that's gonna catch those balls, hopefully, and keep it locked up in there pretty good. So let's see where else we go with it. Alright. And ultimately what I'm gonna do is take this pointed engraving thing and actually make an angle, and that's where when the balls get caught, the chain's gonna slide into the angle. You'll see. But this is basic. Oh, let's see. I might be able to show you a little bit now with the counter milling. Oh, never mind. That's not gonna work. They are too big in diameter. Oh. I don't know if I trust that. No, I do not. Oh man, let's see. Hold on. I don't think the ones. I know they're smaller in diameter. Yeah, look, the ones D-Mac got me slide right in there. Oh, sorry. The ones D-Mac got me. Boom, slide in. Boom, slide in. Boom, slide in. Oh man. I really can't believe this is getting stuck like that. Huh. Yeah, if it's that tight, I can't expect it to go up into the Bible or anywhere else. That's... Unless I really, really, really counter mill the hell out of it, I guess. Maybe I'll do that just for one. Let's see if that's the case. It's not going to be the first one. Maybe I'll try it for the third. Hold on, let's see what key pin's the shortest, so it has the most amount of room. Okay, number 2. Okay, so we're going to change that around now. Spool's going to go to number 2. And got 3 spools and serrated. Okay. But now I'm gonna have to countermill the hell out of that. Okay. That was a little aggressive. Time to put that little ball kind of sink below the lip right there. The lip of the shear line. Right after that right there. Trying to get covered up. And I just let it kind of cut into the sides. Okay. Before I start building a trap, let's see if the balls even fit. Yeah, much better. Okay. And we're talking. Okay. So, now I'm wondering if I put the key pin in. Oh yeah, no way. Even with this thing out, it's not gonna. Wow. Hold on. Think a little better. Alright, that means I'm definitely gonna have to get up that Bible like that. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, let's see if she fits. I got a whole bunch of these I could throw in here. Make as many of these as I want. Yep. Alright, because we might have to widen a little bit at the bottom. Yep. Okay. Getting there. That should definitely do it. I don't want to go over it too much because that's, there's only so much room between chambers. Well, that's another one of Bosnian Bill's crazy challenge locks, the one Jaws, where a guy, it literally has like no roof to it. How did that get tighter? Okay. Guess I did a good job creating the lip. I said the idea is I really just want it to get caught. Well, first I need it to fit. Here we go. And I'm going to file the edges so it gets caught. Just like this, okay. So if it's sitting in there like that, right, in the stack, once you start to rotate it with any type of tension, when I carve where I carve in there, it's all, come on, focus for this thing. This is the whole point of, here we go, that's a little better. Once that gets caught, it's going to bite. So once you, the more rotation you put, the more bite you're going to get. Or more stuck. You'll see. Okay. Not bad. Okay, so that's going to go in number 2. Yeah, but there was no way I was getting my blue belt or green belt wear with this lock. Fuck no, man. Holy shit. That would have been crazy. That just wouldn't happen. At least not like that. Alright, I'm trying to think when this is on. Yeah, like that. Sorry. Sorry about that. I was looking at the way that it's going to sit in the lock and which way to turn it, so I make sure I spring the trap appropriately. Okay. I guess if I'm going to do that to that one, then I'll cut another 3 and add it to the back. I'm going to take out this. I'm going to take out this spool pin. And I swap that serrated pin. And I'm going to cut another 3 dog tag chain. So I'm going to put 2 traps on this guy. There's a Bosnian build video. For some reason, is no longer on. The name of the video is called Luca's Walls. That's the name of the video. And sorry, I was cutting the dog tag chain. And in the video, basically when Bill's picking the lock, it is all just dog tag chains, and I think possibly some of them are even ball bearings. I'm not exactly sure. But the point is, I went to look it up to be sure or to learn from it, and it's gone out of his library. I'm surprised. Excuse me. Okay, so now that I cut another dog tag chain, now see, this is what makes them kind of tricky, is when they're cut after the first one. Hold on, let me put my hand up so you can see it better. See on the top and on the bottom, it has that little, I don't know, with the chain that connects them. Now, I'd be interested, I want to try to put these, not today, but as a key pin to see if I could cut it to a height or, file the pin, the key down to accept it. Because then when you're trying to pick, obviously the part that the pick's touching is the key pin, it's going to slip, you know what I mean? All types of off of that, or give all types of false feedback. I just don't know. I mean, maybe I might have to make a stem shorter, but I just don't know if that'll, you know what I mean, be secure enough to work for a key. That's the only problem. Okay, so we got chambers 2. It's going to be super counter milled along with chamber 4. 1 is going to be basic counter milled with a stock spool. And then 3 and 5 are going to be serrated, tops and bottoms, because all the key pins are serrated. And again, you know, if somebody's watching this now, later, whenever, if you happen to know American locks, like I do not, I've never seen them in anybody else's videos come with security pins like that. So I'm just curious as far as is that something that is unique to this one, in the sense somebody souped it up, or now they come that way. And I'm just a noob who doesn't know. But nevertheless, we're about to start setting a couple traps here for the. I'm going to show you the tip I use for this is a engraving tip, so it has that fine tip to it. And basically what I do, I'll show you one more time with the tweezers, with the dog tag. So this one's going in chamber 2, and the point is once it goes in, I'm going to angle it so as you tension it, it's going to get caught up in there. Enough talking. Let me show you. Now the other way that I do this is also the other way. I kind of messed up John's lock, and that's with a hand file. Now, hand files definitely do work, but with this 2mm diameter, not so good. At least not for me. The ones I have are basic Home Depot ones, and I don't know. I could see impressioning a key with them. I could see, you know what I mean, possibly using them for the 3mm locks, but no, not for this. Okay, so what I'm starting to do, you can see right here, I'm starting to build it out that way. And I'm actually going to make it nice and wide. Hold on, I want to save this tip actually for inscribing. I think I have a little wider one that would essentially do the same job. Maybe a little more aggressively. That's another thing I was thinking about for my my giveaway things. It's I wouldn't mind making them into some type of challenge locks, or kind of engraving them or doing something with them, just so that they're not so vanilla, so to speak, for people who aren't beginners, you know. Okay, now you can start to see See how that's widening out? Yeah, hold on. Let me show you. Because this is kind of the whole step one, I guess, strip to it. See how it's starting to bite? I mean, obviously, I still got to do it a lot more. Ooh. I got to get in there, but I'm just showing you the concept. Is once the key's out, and there's no key pins, it's going to be in there that deep. And once you tension that, that's going to pull that just like that. Hopefully get you stuck in there. That's the plan. Hey, Panda Fried, good morning. What you gonna call it? Okay, this was not a standard uh, American lock at all. I said I bought it on eBay, and uh, okay, the top pin, I'm tricking it out into a challenge lock. Oh, it was lunchtime. Okay, real quick, if you don't mind, these key pins. Tell me, there's no way these would come standard in an American lock, would they? I'm not talking about the ball bearings. I'm talking about these key pins right here with the little serrations on the top. These were the key pins, and then to me, the serrated tops were normal, and the spool pins were normal, but the key pins I've never seen for an American lock 5200. Okay, now when you picked it, did it have these serrated key pins? I'm sorry, you're just not focusing right. But as far as I know, it shouldn't have. I mean, I've watched, of course, Bozzy and Bill and Lockpicking Lawyer and everybody before when I purchased this off of eBay and was waiting for it, and none of them had key pins like that. Of course, they had serrated and spools like stock American lock ones like those, but none of them had serrated key pins like that. But yeah, I guess maybe somebody. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, if you have time, man, you just said you're on your lunch break and stuff. But yeah, if you can comment later on, tonight or whatever. That's just something I'm curious about. Uh, I'm setting a nice. This is going to be a couple traps I'm setting here with one with the dog tags. But yeah, my plan was not to make this a challenge lock. I just wanted to figure out. I hit it with this was supposedly out in the wild shed lock, and I hit it with the old WD-40 just because it was out in the wild. It's not like a never used lock, and all the grime and crap came out of here. Oh, baby leave. Oh, okay, okay. I thought you meant like lunchtime, like you were on lunch break or work or something. Okay, cool. But yeah, whatchamacallit, I was following yours and my luck advice, Panda, for trying to get this out. And man, if you watch the beginning of this thing, oh, it was a pain in the ass, dude. Like it really, really was. And I think it was just the key bitting that ultimately I just had to slam the shackle and Now it's almost 12, as in 12 noon, right? Yeah, it should be 5 hours ahead of me. No? Wait, if it's 6 in the morning here, you're 6 hours ahead. Yeah, anyways. Then something else I learned when making John's lock. Okay, so pack lock and American locks really only turn clockwise. Yeah, serrated pins. Really? Wow. Okay. Well, then that explains it. It was full of dirt, for being used like on a shed, and then so much gunk came out of it when I cleaned it with the WD-40, and then just taking it apart. Like I said, the main thing to me that really made it seem possibly weird, I mean, besides, crunchy and dirty and whatnot, but was this key. And maybe this was just a homemade key, you know what I mean? Maybe the guy just, you know what I mean, cut it himself or filed it, made, it was a homemade, I mean handmade, with a file or something. But I was just curious of why, I thought maybe that was so fun. I thought maybe something was weird was going on in there. But if you're telling me, yeah, the bottoms are serrated. Oh, wait a minute. You're telling me that that wasn't an April 1st New Year's, an April 1st New Year's, an April 1st April Fool's joke with the downgrade of the 1100? Oh, man, I thought that was an April Fool's joke or whatever that they had running. It really never got ranked back up? Wow, because, yeah, I was trying to warm up for this one so that I could tackle the 1100. So that was my original plan, but now it's that I see what's on the inside. Wow, this would explains why this was a lot harder trying to work it out. All right, anyways, let's get back to cutting this core up. So we just saw on the pack lock, it's only going to rotate right. So really, the cuts that we need to make are, that are important are on the left side. So let's start making those cuts. Don't need to go wide, much wider. Yeah, I'm making this a deep ball set. Deep. Really, the only problem with making it such a deep ball set, unfortunately, because this is an American lock, I don't have 3mm pins to put in it. So for what I am going to put in there, it's very small diameter. Widen that just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to change tips to the engraving one. Round out the because right now it's real sharp in there. It's definitely for sure going to pinch that out. Can't allow that. Pinch the ball bearings and make it break. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to smooth out right here. It's a rough ridge, but smooth it out best I can. And really try to keep it center of the board. I mean, it is ultimately Now you see how that hangs on there? That's what I want. That's the trap. So when you're going to pick this, and you're pushing up and you're tensioning it, hopefully it grabs like that right away. That the first ball, and look how deep of a set that is. Yeah. Look how far over that pulls. That's a deep set. So I'm going to work on that a little better. But again, that's just the first ball. Now I'm going to pull the second. Okay, now watch how good that grabs. Focusing on the letters again. Okay. I mean, that thing, as soon as it goes in there, man, it bites. It is not going It is not going anywhere. I promise you that. But nevertheless, I still just want to open this one side a little more, just so it can really get a better bite on it. I think I could do it. That, and then a little bit of, you know what? Let's do a little bit of counter milling first. I mean, I guess technically this is all counter milling, but you're gonna see what I mean. So I'm gonna change tips back here. I'll put around in a second. Okay. Now, ideally, when I take the round ball and counter mill on the inside of that, that should really be what sets the depth of the trap. So that the ball literally sinks right in there and just gets caught. I swear I had a second one of these ones. Okay, again, so what I'm doing, right in that number 2 chamber, I'm just gonna go in there and literally just a little bit of counter milling to make it a little deeper to grab. So right where that line is, I'm going hard up against there, so that ball has a big space to fall into. Okay. Now, this should make the difference. when I was making Johns, this is what really seemed to come across as the big difference. Yeah, that bites that real good. That's the second pin. That's the second ball. And that's the first. Oop. So yeah, it's getting in there good. So I was gonna do 2 of those. And then serrate the other 2. And ultimately, I'm gonna chop up this video and showing to be giving away the American lock as a challenge lock. Yeah, come on now, gotta find these damn things. I dropped that spool. Don't want to do that either. I have to cut 3 new ones up. Oh, there we go. Alright, I think I'm going to take a break for a second, make a shake, and then I'm going to come back with a mystery solved for what the mystery was, and then finish making it the challenge lock. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Always appreciated. Yeah, I'll be back on momentarily, so hope to see you soon. Thanks, enjoy your day. Literally, I'm just going to be about 5 minutes, maybe 10. So literally, I'm just going to grab a drink, and then I'm going to turn this into a challenge lock. But I just don't want to, you know what I mean, sit here with dead air, or I don't have a be right back sign. So literally, I'm just going to be down for like 5 or 10 minutes. So look for me when I pop back on, and yeah, I'd be interested in your feedback for helping with the challenge lock. Like I said, I already got 1 good trap in there. So, yeah, alright. 2 hours and almost 20 minutes. Okay. Part 2, coming in a minute.